and I felt so much better. I'd say Good Feet helped with all of my great shoes. They turned out to be something that actually works for me. My name is Ava, and that's my Good Feet story.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
The NBC4 News at 3 starts with breaking news.
And we begin at 3 with breaking news. A new brush fire erupts in Ventura County as extreme heat bakes most of Southern California. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Annabelle Sedano. This is a live look from News Chopper 4. Firefighters are not taking any chances on this one. They've ordered teams on the ground and from the air to attack these flames. The fire has burned about 400 acres near Lake Piru. That's in the Val Verde area north of Highway 126. Evacuations have been ordered for the entire Lake Piru recreation area south to Highway 126 between Center Street and the LA County line. And of course, LA County teams are mobilizing. They're expecting this fire to move onto their turf. The Los Angeles National Force is lending air support. They just launched 2 planes, lead plane Kilo 6 and air tanker 138. Now let's go back out to News Chopper 4. NBC4's Eliana Moreno is giving us a lay of the land right now. Eliana, we see that plume of smoke there. My goodness.
Annabelle, this plume of smoke is visible for miles here on the border of Ventura County and LA County in the area of the 5 and the 126 freeways right next to Lake Piru. Let me show you where the lake is in proximity to where this fire is burning. Now, this fire started at about 1:30, so it's been burning now for about the last 90 minutes. The cause of it is still unknown, but the temperature out here very hot, anywhere from 95 to 100 degrees. The winds are gusting up to 25. So there's a lot of things that are working against the firefighters here, but they're trying all they can, not only on the ground with the fire crews here, but they have several aircraft. They have fixed wing aircraft, and they also have rotary wing. They have helicopters that are pulling water from the lake, so you really couldn't get a closer water source. So thankfully that is there. And as I push in here, you're going to see a fire retardant line. That tells you that those fixed wing aircraft are dropping fire retardant around the fire, and thankfully so far no structures have been lost. Now, this is an area that would be considered remote, but there are some homes here. It's ranch style homes. They are peppered throughout these mountains, and there is at least one helicopter that has been assigned to those structure protection duties. Again, at this point, no homes have been lost and no one has been injured, but this fire is 400 acres and growing. Annabelle?
And that is a big concern. And of course, those firefighters, Eliana, are dealing with another challenge, the heat. As we take a live look across Southern California, take a look there. We're seeing some of the hottest temperatures of the summer season. We will continue to monitor that fire out there in Lake Piru. In the meantime, meteorologist Shauna Mendiola is tracking that potentially dangerous heat out there.
Yeah, and as we take a look at that area where the fire is burning right now, it's still very hot. We've got temperatures running between 94 and 100 degrees. So out in the inland spots, we've been seeing well above average temperatures and the highest temperatures of the week. We still have heat alerts in effect here till 8 o'clock on Friday. A heat advisory for the Inland Empire as well as Orange County, and an extreme heat warning out towards the low desert, where those temperatures have had a hard time cooling down overnight. At least here in the Inland Empire and locally, we've seen some relief as we went to bed, and it does look like out the door right now we are going to be seeing temperatures settle. All right, 90 degrees outside compared to yesterday. We're about a couple degrees warmer than yesterday, so there has been a change in temperatures, and where we typically sit for this time of year is about 84 degrees. So the average high temperatures for downtown LA getting to some of the warmest that we get during this time of year. This is expected for August, but again, these above average temperatures don't help with that fire threat, the dry air, and also the air quality impacts out there. So we'll break down more of that here coming up. I'll send it back to you.
All right, Shauna, thank you so much. We will continue to monitor that situation. But for now, on a hot day like this, there's still no water for people who live in parts of the San Fernando Valley. We're talking about thousands in Porter Ranch and Granada Hills are lining up for a second day to receive bottled water as the LADWP crews race to fix an underground valve. NBC4's Gordon Tokumatsu joins us live with the latest. Gordon.
Well, Annabelle, to be clear, the line has been moving pretty quickly here as people queue up to get their free bottles of drinking water, but it's still a major inconvenience. Take a look at this long line of cars idling in the heat. Today we found out what is going on at home for some of these folks. The water pressure is all but gone. In triple-digit heat, imagine your morning shower before work looking like this.
Almost nothing's coming out.
And your kitchen sink faucet like this. The toilet flushes for now, but it doesn't refill. That's what's happening at the homes of more than 9,000 DWP customers who live in portions of Granada Hills and Porter Ranch, which is where 9-year-old Michael Beta and his family live.
The flush isn't working good. I go try washing my hands and it's barely water.
Day 2 of the water stoppage at Michael's house looks like it does at all of those homes. Inconvenient, hot, hard to believe, frankly. So his mom, Diana, has been driving everyone over to her mother's house just to get back to some level of normalcy.
Oh, our grandma lives in Hollywood.
Well, that is a long drive. Just to take a shower?
Yeah.
3 locations remain open for residents in need of clean, bottled drinking water. But now the DWP has started bringing in tanker trucks as well. They offer non-drink. Because the water that's coming out of the taps is not safe, says the city. Officials issued a boil water notice last night, strongly advising against anyone using the water in their homes for cooking, showering, ice cubes, or even brushing their teeth until it's been boiled. Work on the faulty valve that caused all of this 2 nights ago continues round the clock. Crews have been digging 20 feet just to get to the problem. As for when everyone will get their water back,
it's pretty challenging, but I do have a pool.
right now that is still unclear. So yesterday there were indications this could be resolved by tomorrow, Friday, but that's not set in stone. Meanwhile, this morning the DWP issued a statement saying it recognizes this is a major inconvenience, but it's doing everything it can to bring back the water as quickly and safely as possible. Reporting live from Porter Ranch, Gordon Tokumatsu, NBC4 News.
Gosh, so many people out there just loading up with patience. Gordon, thank you so much for that. And the water problems don't stop there. A bridge replacement project in Malibu led to a dip in pressure. And now people living in that red area you see there on that map are being advised to boil or use bottled water for drinking and cooking. That's west of Coral Canyon, just to give you a better idea there. Bottled water is available at the Waterworks District headquarters from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. today and tomorrow. New at 3, video from the Inland Empire captured these moments during an immigration operation at a Home Depot today. You see it there. Witnesses describe day laborers running from the parking lot as federal agents arrived. NBC4's Christian Cáceres is live in San Bernardino with what we know so far. Christian.
Well, Annabelle, I can tell you we spoke to several witnesses who say they recall as many as 6 SUVs with armed federal agents roll into the neighborhoods in the back portion of this Home Depot parking lot early this morning. This is where they say dozens of day laborers were gathering looking for work. Now, a part of that scene was captured on video. Take a look.
Oh my God.
Well, several witnesses sharing these cell phone videos with NBC4 showing that dramatic scene that unfolded around 9 o'clock this morning. At least one person can be seen in the video being detained by what appears to be federal agents. In a separate video, we see armed federal agents near the Home Depot on 21st Street near the 210 freeway. One woman who lives nearby tells us the noise caught her attention when she walked outside her door. She found one of those day laborers looking for help. That's when she says the agents pepper them both before arresting the man.
I think what hurt the most was the way that he looked at me for help, the way he just grabbed my head and I couldn't help him. I think that's what broke my heart the most. My